3 years ago, if you told me that I'd go from living off of food stamps, barely being able to cover the rent, and delivering Uber Eats with my girlfriend, and getting to retire her and my mom, all from posting videos on TikTok, I would have said that you were fucking insane. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I went from being a broke, struggling Latino to making over $100,000 profit months as a TikTok shop affiliate. I don't have to use anything insane, literally just my phone. So basically, you can apply the same steps and start seeing results for yourself. Let's get into it. So before we get started with anything, we need to cover our bases. When you're getting started, you need to find a winning product that fits your unicorn. And I know some of you guys are probably like, Sebastian, what in the fuck are you talking about? Why is this dude talking about unicorns? Well, I'm not talking about unicorns in the traditional sense, like the ponies with the long horn. What I'm talking about is when you think of a unicorn, what do you think of? They're unique, they stand out. If you had 100 horses that were all regular and then one unicorn, it doesn't matter if it's all the way over here, all the way to the right, you would immediately shift your attention to that unicorn. And that's because it's rare. It is one of one. And so you need to ask yourself, what is your unicorn? How are you going to separate yourself from every other content creator on the app? Everybody and their mom wants to do TikTok shop these days, but it's not as straightforward as just uploading videos, promoting a random trending product, and then you're just collecting $100,000 months. You need to understand what factors actually make a product good and how do you actually go about using that product to your advantage, because it's not always all about what's trending. Because if you only follow trends, you're always going to end up earning less than everyone that's at the top. Maybe you will get lucky and have that one-off month, but you're not going to last. You need to build around what actually resonates with you. For example, maybe you're a car guy and you could be crushing with CarPlay adapters, AutoSky products, windshield cleaners, car towels. Maybe you're a mom who just had a baby and you could be talking about your struggles with postpartum acne and what products you're using right now to help you get clear skin again. That's actually an angle that we took with our client Tenzi, who in her first 30 days working with us, she hit a $13,000 profit month because this is the unicorn that we tapped into for her. Maybe you work out religiously and you have a great body. Use that shit to your advantage. I can't tell you how many guys I talk to that have an amazing body, not to sound fucking gay, and when they're promoting gym equipment or supplements, they don't have their shirt off. And I've literally had this exact conversation with a lot of my clients. I'm like, dog, you have a fucking six-pack. Do you realize you are 0.001% of the population in the world that has that? You need to be showing that off every time that you're making gym-related products. Every time you're promoting supplements, gym equipment, gym clothing. Use what advantages you have. And this is why it's so important to start with identifying your unicorn, because it makes the product selection process so much easier. Once you find something that truly aligns with you, chances are millions of other people are going to want it too. And to start, the best way to do product research is through CaloData. In CaloData, you want to filter for what products are being pushed out by ad spend, right? What products are being pushed out by GMV Max, because that is the new wave that we are heading towards with TikTok Shop. That's how you're going to get your TikToks boosted. I also recommend prioritizing products that solve painful problems, and especially those products that have a really passionate audience. This is going to tie back to your unicorn, okay? Does your vibe match the product? One example I really like to give is if you're doing, let's say, a leg massager. We have a client, Hugo. He started working with us. He hit an $11,000 profit month and he was promoting leg massagers, but he was going very general. And what I recommended him to start doing, I told him, hey man, you want to get very specific on your avatar. Who are the people that you resonate with that struggle with knee pain, leg pain? And he was like, oh my God, like, right off the bat, my mom. She stands on her feet all day from work. She has varicose veins. When she cooks, her legs are constantly hurting. They swell up at night. And I was like, bro, you need to be using that to your advantage in your content. And so he started filming videos with his mom. He got B-roll clips of her walking, B-roll clips of him putting the massager on her. And right off the bat, that separated himself from every other affiliate who's promoting that leg massager. And that's because his product solved a pain for a passionate audience. Ideally, you also want to make sure that it has a strong commission rate. I don't really care about percentages. I care more about the dollar amount. I recommend promoting products that have $2 or more commission per sale. Obviously, the more the merrier. And especially when you get to these higher ticket products like Shark vacuums or Ninja coolers that are like 200 to 300 bucks, you're going to be getting $40 commissions, $50 commissions. So ideally, those are really great products to promote because it makes scaling so much easier. You also want to make sure that the products you're promoting have really great reviews. Sometimes there will be products with dog shit reviews that sell like crazy, but you're going to run into into the risk of people refunding the product. They're going to send it back. They may charge back, and that's going to dip into your commissions. I always recommend promoting products with 4-star reviews or above. So to recap, find a product that emotionally triggers the right buyer and aligns with your vibe as well. That's what unlocks those sales as fast as possible. Guys, a winning product is only step one, okay? Because here's the next part. If you don't have content that converts, it's all wasted potential. Literally nothing else fucking matters. So now we're going to be talking about creating short, fast, emotionally charged videos. Today, everyone's attention spans are fucking fried. I mean, obviously with YouTube, you guys have a much stronger attention span, but on TikTok, a viewer decides in that first second if they're gonna continue watching. And that is how fast you need to grab them, or else they're just gonna scroll on to the next video and you miss out on the sale. And guess what? The guy or the girl that does have a really strong hook, they're gonna steal that money from you. So if you're not able to grab attention instantly, they're gonna keep scrolling. If your videos don't spark emotion in somebody, they're never gonna remember it. And the emotions, that is actually what gets people to buy. You want to make them realize their pain. What are they struggling with in their current life? I always use the example, people do not buy the ingredients in a weight loss supplement. They're not buying the L-carnitine. They're not buying the green tea extract. They're buying the feeling of taking off their shirt and feeling like that motherfucker. This is truly what makes people buy. So always think about that when you're creating your content. Stop spewing about the ingredients. Stop spamming them with details about the materials. Sell that fucking emotion. And another very important point is if your video feels like a basic ad, it's just not really gonna hit. And even though we are making ads per se, right, we're trying to make sales, your video should still feel native to the platform. People should feel like, oh, I'm just watching another TikTok. And then by the end of it, they're already convinced and pulling out their wallet. And especially now with the GMV Max pushing only the highest of highest converting videos, weak content gets buried without the right strategy. It really used to be where it was the top affiliates and then the bottom affiliates, and then there were middle affiliates, right? You got the affiliates that are cracking maybe $100 months, then the affiliates that are making 5, 10K months, and then the affiliates that were cracking 30, 50, 100K profit months. Now the game has entirely switched with GMV Max. It's the affiliates that are still cracking 100K profit months, but there's no middle class anymore. The bottom affiliates are barely scraping by. And so over the past decade of creating content online, I've been able to dial in exactly what makes people stop scrolling, and more importantly, what gets them to actually hit that buy button. You want to make sure that you have these 5 factors in your video. Of course, we talked about the hook. Does it stop the scroll? Is it piquing some sort of emotion? Is it piquing their curiosity? Did you call them out and they're pissed and they want to keep watching? Was it funny and maybe they're entertained and want to see what's next? But that hook needs to be the single most important aspect of your video. Also, the pacing of your videos is incredibly important. Every year, guys, I feel like videos just get shorter and shorter and more concise. And it used to be you could get away with 3-minute talking head videos. But now I really feel like 30 to 40 seconds is that sweet spot. Quick hook, selling the motion, getting right into the product. Just don't waste any fucking time. Make sure that you have fast cuts every 3 to 5 seconds. You also never want to forget having a strong call to action. You've obviously got your basics like, hey, it's low in stock, that's scarcity. Or, hey, this is a Black Friday sale, which is working incredibly well right now, and that would be urgency. You can also go with the CTA of re-looping the pain, what I like to call twisting the knife. If you're selling a weight loss supplement, you could say something along the lines of, so if you're tired of sucking in your gut and always doing this with your clothes, go ahead and grab blank supplement. I really fucking love that CTA. It has worked wonders for me. Also, one thing that I feel like is really untapped is adding in proof to your videos, because everybody has something to say on TikTok Shop. Most people aren't just going to automatically believe you, but if you can throw up reviews, if you can throw up screenshots of other people using the product, if you can throw up celebrities or influencers talking about the product, any form of proof is better than none. And sometimes that's really the final trigger that makes people actually buy. I mean, think about the last time you bought something on Amazon. I know damn sure you probably checked the reviews. Also, actually like invest in a research tool. My go-to is Calodata. It allows you to study so much winning content in your niche. You can look at what videos are doing well for similar creators to yourself, and this way you're able to reverse engineer. Like, don't be a carbon copy, but try to study every single day. That's how you're gonna get better as an affiliate. Why did their hook work so well? Why did this video get so many views? Why did they add that for the proof of the video? Why is that what they said for the CTA? These are the little details you need to be including in your videos that make all of the difference. And so if your videos are emotionally charged, they're visually tight, and you follow this framework, you're gonna start converting just way faster. And I know that these systems work because we've literally had clients that started at $1,000 months, hit a $30,000 profit month like Chris. We recently shot an interview on the channel with Nico, who hit an $18,000 profit month. Just shot an interview in Spanish with our Hispanic client, Alexander. He hit a $15,000 profit month, and he came to us doing like $2,000, $3,000 months. We had Alberto, who hit an $11,000 profit month. Yeah, I think you guys are getting the point. We have some wicked results inside of 7-figure affiliate. So as soon as you join, you get your own personalized blueprints to start printing with TikTok Shop. We help you identify what is your edge, what is your unicorn. We hand select your winning products based off of that, and then we start writing scripts for you that actually sound like you, but more importantly, that lead to sales. So if you're interested in working with the best team in the game right now, even if you're getting started from complete scratch, you can click that top link inside of the description to apply. Now let's get back into it, because this part right here is where most people fall short. Sure, any affiliate can make a couple $100 a week, but they're leaving thousands on the table without even realizing it. So I want to talk about scaling, because I feel like I'm really one of the only affiliates who can talk about this. So many coaches that you see online have never even hit a 30K profit month, let alone a 100K profit month, like I've done multiple times. And so I have a really good understanding on how to scale from those $1,000 months to 10K months and beyond. And so you would honestly think that this is common sense. I see it time and time again, but an affiliate has a video that pops off, it makes them $500, maybe a couple thousand, and they just never fucking do it again. They don't recreate it. They don't look back at it and ask themselves, okay, why did this work? Why did this get views and sales? And they miss out on life-changing money because they think that the grass is greener on the other side. They get caught up with what I call the lady in the red dress, and they're like, oh, this creator's printing on Callow with this CarPlay adapter, or this creator's promoting the Ninja Cooler. I'm gonna go and do that because it's making them money. It's definitely gonna make me money. And it's like, you have a product that is literally printing you hundreds of dollars a day, and you're not doubling down on it. You're not posting it over and over again. You're not recreating the same angle that worked for you. It's stupid. So obviously you need to be doubling down on what's working for you. Use comment replies to your advantage. That's also one of the most untapped strategies that I don't see many people talk about enough. Comment replies are just so amazing, not to get too in the weeds with why they work so well, but basically you're retargeting that audience who was initially interested in the product, but maybe they didn't want to buy right then and there. But then you make that comment reply video, it handles their question or their objection, and then boom, they're ready to purchase, and the conversions on comment reply videos are nasty. So definitely a really good way to scale. I'll tell you a quick little story. One of my most winningest videos of all time made me about 6 figures in profit, like just alone. And I posted 2 comment reply videos. So the first video, the viral one, got 40 million views. The second comment reply video that I did got 16 million views. And the third one got 8 million views. So from one video, technically speaking, I got 64 million eyeballs on my product. And you can bet your ass that I made a lot of fucking money from that. So use comment replies. And I'm telling you, like, this is what I see with every creator who hits 100K a month. They're not promoting 30, 50 different products. They usually have 2 or 3 products that are really banging for them, and then they just rinse the fuck out of them. They just promote the same angles that's working. They do the same video style, whether it's skits, whether it's talking head. If anything, all they switch up is just like the background or the location. And I'm really gonna give you guys some sauce right here. I usually just leave this for our clients inside of 7FA, but fuck it, I want you guys to actually make a shit ton of money. Another way that you can scale that I think is going to be huge in 2026 is taking your affiliate links and reposting your content to other platforms like Facebook, like Pinterest, like YouTube Shorts, and then you can just paste the link on that post or in the comments or in the description. And now if a video goes viral, let's say on Facebook, they hit that link, you're going to get a shit ton of purchases from a video that you already did. There's no extra work required of you except downloading your video and posting it on another platform. It's free fucking money. It's like you're triple dipping, quadruple dipping. And I'm telling you guys right now, a lot of people aren't caught on to that method yet, but I think it's going to be huge in 2026. Another thing that I do recommend as well is getting hooked up with an agency. So obviously we take care of this for our clients, but a lot of our products have boosted commissions, but that's such an easy way to scale as well, guys. Because let's say you have a product that has $2 commission. You make 1,000 sales, boom, you just made $2,000, not bad, right? But let's say you're working with an agency like ours, that same product, but we have a $4 commission link. You just made $4,000 in profit from no extra work just because you had the right link. So your first 10K month is going to come from trying and testing, but your first 100K profit month is going to come from doubling down on what's already working and understanding how to make the most out of your winning product. I'm telling you guys right now, you just need one great product and one content formula that converts. And most importantly, you need the discipline to scale. But from there, it's wraps. I feel like if you made it all the way to the end of this video, you clearly have what it takes to make life-changing money with TikTok Shop. And those who have worked with me one-on-one and applied everything I said have all seen results. It's because they actually implement, they actually show up every single day, and they're just killers. They take this shit seriously. That's the fucking mindset you need to have. Guys, there's people that do this full time. They do 10 to 12 hour days with making content, and then they go live on top of that for another 4 hours. How the fuck do you expect to ever beat them if you're treating this like a hobby, like a side project? You need to have that fucking killer mindset. But if you know that you are truly meant for more, you want to fast track your way to success. Exactly like Alexander, who hit that $15,000 profit month, Tenzi, who hit a $13,000 profit month, Nico hit an $18,000 profit month, or like Chris, who hit a $30,000 profit month, or like both Hugo and Alberto, who hit $11,000 profit months. Make sure to click that first link inside of the description so we can potentially work together one-on-one. And I'm super hyped to see you inside working with the top % of affiliate creators. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day.